everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we will be making some bars first of all, and then we'll also be making some banana bread a little bit later on. I know there are a lot of new viewers and I want to just welcome you, and I hope you enjoy this video of today, and welcome back to all of you that are coming back for another video. I am so glad you are all here today. To get started with our bars, I'm going to go ahead and just get this butter melted. Now these bars aren't necessarily healthy, but there is honey in them as well as some oats, so there's that. And the main thing that I was looking for in these bars is making them a lot cheaper than the bars that you buy in the store, like your granola bars and that type of thing. So we're going to go ahead and see how we do here, and in a couple of minutes I will let you know the prices and how much it cost me to make these as well. So you want to stay for that for sure. Now once I got the butter melted, as you've seen, I added in all of the marshmallows. You want to cook that on really low heat, that way you don't burn the marshmallows. Keep stirring it and then just taking off the burner. So yeah, again, you don't want to burn the marshmallows. Then I'm just adding in my peanut butter, the honey, and then getting that stirred in there as well. Of course, I lost my spoon, so we're going to go ahead, get that out, and get a larger spoon to where we can stir this up really well. Get everything mixed in there, the honey and the peanut butter, into our marshmallow mixture. And then we're just going to let that set there a little bit while we get all of our dry ingredients together. We're going to start with the Rice Krispies, and I did go ahead and measure it out just to make sure, but it did take this whole box, which is a 12-ounce box, I believe. And again, with the graham crackers, I used 2 packs. I did measure this out again just to be sure, but I did use 2 packs, and then I just crushed them up in the Vitamix. And if you enjoy these types of videos where I make things that we usually just buy from the store and I make them for cheaper, leave me this emoji in the comments, and also like this video, and we'll see if we can't do more of these. And then after the coconut is in, we're going to just mix it up really well, getting everything mixed and incorporated together. And then I'll make kind of a little hole here in the middle where we can then pour in our marshmallow ingredients. Put that in the middle, and this is a pretty sticky process, but you just want to get all of that mixed together. And this is where a half batch would probably work a little bit easier to get everything mixed in really well. And I went ahead and just put it out into some sheet pans. First of all, just spraying the sides of the pans with some cooking spray, and then adding in a wax paper sheet on the bottom, and then dividing out our bars into 3 baking sheets. And then I'm just taking another piece of wax paper over the top just to press it down into the pans, getting them as even as I can. And last, we'll just add in some chocolate chips as well as some M&Ms, and I am using the mini chocolate chips as well as the mini M&Ms for this, but you can use whatever you have on hand, whatever's easiest for you. And then again, just taking the wax paper sheet, going over the top, just kind of pressing the candies into the bars on top. And then we'll just let those set for a little while, let them set up, and we'll move on to our banana bread. And I had some bananas that really needed to be used up, so we're going to go ahead and just get those smashed up. And I like to just use my hand mixer for this, get some smashed up really nicely. And then we're just going to go ahead and mix all the ingredients together for our banana bread. After everything is mixed together really well, I'm just going to go ahead and get my small pans out. Now I like to use these mini loaf pans for banana bread. So I'm going to go ahead and get those sprayed down with some cooking spray. Then I'll just divide out the dough into the 6 pans. Now this won't all fit into the 6 pans that I have here, but I only have 6, so we're going to just do these and then we'll bake the rest of it after these are finished. And I usually bake these for about 45 minutes at 285 degrees Fahrenheit. Once they're done, we'll just get these out, and then to cool these off, I'm going to go ahead and get out a tea towel and just get them out of the pans and let them rest on the tea towel until they're nice and cooled. So this batch made about 10 loaves. Now, depending how full you make your pans, of course it'll make more or less depending, but I filled them up about half to 2/3 full. Alright, and then moving back to our bars, and I'm going to cut each of the sheet pans into 24 pieces. This makes them more like the size of your granola bars that you buy, makes a nice size bar. And to go over some numbers of what I spent to make this batch of bars, I figured out my cost. Now this would definitely depend on the area that you are in, but I spent $22.22 on this batch of bars, and this batch made 72 bars, so that is about 31 cents each. So I was happy with that number and super glad to have all these bars on hand. And now I'm just going to wrap each of them individually here so that they're easy to grab. And if you see my camera shaking here in a minute, you'll see Weston was down on the floor playing, and he had hold of my tripod and he was helping, I guess. He's been crawling all over the floor, and he likes to be out here in the kitchen when I'm out here. So he was right there beside me as I was wrapping up all of these bars and getting them put away. So I will put these in the pantry or put them in like an airtight container. That way they're ready to go. Jameson can put these in his lunch or just grab and go for a snack. And in the meantime, our banana bread is finished, the last of those. So once those were nice and cooled, I'm going to go ahead and just bag those up into some bread bags. And these keep really well in the freezer if you want to put them in the freezer for later to enjoy later on. That's usually what I do. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Bye!